slid through easy, and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. They thought I was done, but all I...
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Ryan Succop for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Chargers 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joe Tryon able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Everyone's got four down. Check 99. Check 99.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Herbert on 1st down now. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hines, his first involved. What's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here first. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now they try the right side here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Brady's throw taken in by Miller. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
A big gain that time for the Chargers. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back in half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. And a give this time to the tailback. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Succop. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Chargers 9. Ryan Succop to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll go to work with a little momentum following the free kick. 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Bucs will get ready. Don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Press, press. Show it up, show it up.
Brady now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there just before halftime.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So we have reached halftime. right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now a play fake. Brady. It's Miller, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On play action, it's Brady. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Throwing is Brady on third down. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. He'll try again. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Brady now on third and goal. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Succop's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37.
Herbert's pass intercepted.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Succop. And that will make this a 19-point game.
31, Chargers 12. Ryan Succop to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Herbert on 3rd down now. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's brought down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
J.A. Scott in punt formation.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know,
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Hines now on the return. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
24 is the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 24 is the mic.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Flushed out right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. To throw is Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Brady going to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay.